blitzing's not a panacea as much as I would like to blitz every snap, but you got to be able to cover first. So we're just going to try to make it to where offenses don't really know what we're doing without confusing ourselves. And if we can go in and out of a few different things where we don't get confused, but then they can't hang their hat on what we're doing, then we'll probably give our guys the best chance to be successful.
Hey, Coach, Neil Brown just mentioned that you guys are going to have about 6 coaches from Troy that are still on the staff here. Is that continuity important for you guys?
Well, especially in doing what we're doing. Again, we're going to change. There's already some things that we've changed schematically, and we're going to have to be more of what our guys do best. And we're not going to really have a great grasp of that probably till in the summer sometime. Hopefully we'll get that in the spring, but it's still, as we get the freshmen come in, and do we have enough DBs to play 6 DB packages? Do we, there's a lot of unknowns that we won't know until probably in the summer in camp. But to answer your question, yeah, because the terminologies are going to be the same. If you got dropped in the middle of Mexico or Brazil, you're going to have to speak whatever their language is. So we need to teach our guys what this language is, and the new coaches on our staff here are having to learn, what the new languages are. So there is some transition.
What's your initial impressions of the defensive players that you got so far?
Well, I think they have a want to somewhat. I think there's a lot of things. Of course, I have to be careful the way I phrase this. There's a lot of things we have to teach them. There's a lot of parenting is going to have to go on. Some guys respond better to tough love, and some of them respond better to straight up hugs and arms around the neck and finding a way to get them to be successful. Everybody's different. We're learning the players every day as much as we can. It's going to be a challenge. I mean, there's some depth issues at certain positions. There's some guys are going to have to step up. Some of the guys that didn't play much last year, we're going to have to develop them into players. And then the other part of it is we have to get them to have confidence. If you don't believe that you can do something, you're not going to do it. So I'm not saying they're mind games, but we have to convince them through repetition, through development. Success breeds success, just like failure breeds failure. So we have to get them to start being successful in all parts of their life so that they'll be more confident when they're on the field, if that makes sense.
Coach, I imagine you went through something like that at Troy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah. That first year was, and I did that at Illinois. I did that at K-State. I did that actually when I went to Clemson. A little bit at North Carolina. It's like that's a book. Now that must be when you need somebody to come in and do this. They know my name must be under that somewhere on the computer.
You guys must have had success at Troy.
Well, we did. Coach Brown's program is geared so much towards the development of the person. For an example, just throwing a real quick example, I had almost all the safeties came up this weekend and called me and say, Coach, because I told them I would do it if they would call me. Hey, can you walk through some of this stuff that we're trying to put in a one-on-one basis? So almost every single guy came up here this weekend on their own and just asked for, hey, can you show me this? Can you show me this? Can you show me that? And that shows you that they kind of want to do it. The more that they're going to have success, the more that they have confidence, the better they're going to be. I could go into a scenario where this one school had 2 classrooms. One was A students and one was CD students, and they switched teachers, and the teacher convinced the CD students that they were A students, and it wasn't but one semester, and the roles flipped. So the teacher can decide or convince or determine a lot of the success, and that's what we are. We're teachers or parents. So that's I truly believe that we can do that as parents. We can get, we can breed success into these guys.